My name is Drew.
I'm Rob.
This is Dudes with Brews on a Porch.
Cue it.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with Brews on a Porch with Rob and Drew.
Good intro. Good
I never
one,
know
Rob.
I never know what you have planned. You just hit the button and go away you go.
Yeah, I never have anything planned either. We're drinking a double IPA, Roberts. Not your favorite type of style, but one of my favorite type of styles. This bad boy is from Hoof Hearted Brewing, which is located in Ohio. Pretty cool. It's called $60 Nachos. The Imperial India Pale Ale features high hop bitterness, flavor, and aroma. Hop character is fresh and evident from misutilization of a variety of hops. Alcohol content is medium high to high, and notably evident with a medium high to full body. The intention of this style is to exhibit the fresh and evident character of hops. That's what an IPA is. For the description of $60 Nachos is fresh from the grinders on Blake's nightstand. That's all it is. That's all it says. 8% ABVs. Once again, NA on the IBUs.
I'm not liking the fact that that's disappearing.
IBUs are a thing in the past, bro.
I know. We need to come up with our own,
With your own thing.
with our numbers, our own numbering system.
Yeah, I guess so. Drinking in a pint.
I could grab the refraction meter from work and we could just use a refraction number from it.
46% or 46 degrees Fahrenheit is
I saw that. Yeah.
the ideal.
Don't touch it. Don't touch my beer.
I'm not touching it.
Look at it. It's got a fingerprint on the top.
Does it? Oh, it does.
It's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy. So, Rob, let's take a gander. Let's look at this beer. It looks amazing. It looks nice and thick and juicy.
I don't know what this like. This looks
Oh, it
like
smells fucking good.
It either looks like a fingerprint or one of the guys from the what's the super sour jawbreakers? Warheads. Yeah, it doesn't look like the two eyes or two hurricanes hitting each other.
Could be a lot of things, Rob.
Yeah, it's a very interesting foaming pattern we got going on here.
It's
I
a
wonder if I
golden
could
color.
see my future in here.
It's a golden color.
Do you have any psychic
It's
abilities?
looking hazy. Let's give it a taste, Rob.
You want me to talk about the beer? I'm talking about the
Yeah,
fingerprint you left on top of it. I'll work from the top down.
Rob, this is
It is-
refreshing.
yeah, it is hazy. It is golden.
It's not too bitter.
It smells like it's a little bitter.
It smells great. I wish they made cologne like this.
It is fresh. It does have a fresh scent.
Man, this is delicious.
I could drink this.
Me too. I like it.
What's in this? Is there orange in this or mango?
It's got some things here, some things there, and
It's got a fruity taste to it a little bit.
a little bit of fruitiness to it. Yeah, I like it. Probably some citra hops in that bad boy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Rob, you missed the show last week.
I did, and I haven't listened to it. What happened last week? I was trying to figure. Did you have an interview?
Yeah. With Goff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Beer Nuts
Okay.
Productions.
And I couldn't because I was going to be.
Well,
sleeping.
it was later, and you had to work the next day.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Goff.
Goff.
I know. I'm just joking with you.
It was good. It was good. It was a good talk.
What's
I
his
liked
new
it.
production on?
It's called How to Treat Women.
Interesting.
It's good. I liked it. Enjoyed it. I think you'd like it too.
I'll have to check it out.
I can make that happen for you.
Send it to me or something
Yeah.
via the interweb.
Yeah. So listen to that episode, watch his stuff, and but now we're back to biz, and sad news right away, Rob.
Yeah.
A place close to our place, so Milwaukee, Wisconsin, not far from where we're located. There was an active shooting at the the Miller Coors area and facility. 6 people
What do you know about this?
I know 6 people were killed.
Do you know anything about the guy that did it or the person that did it? It might have been a woman.
The person, it wasn't. I'm sure.
Figured not, but I didn't want to assume.
The person that did it is also died.
Self-inflicted or by cop? Should I be asking those questions? I don't know what's okay to ask.
I don't know. I think it was.
I mean, it's tragic that 6 people lost their lives. I'm sure more were injured.
Yeah. So there was the Molson Coors campus. I mean, really, it's just they don't really know the details on it. It happened today, and it's fucking stupid. And I hate that these things happen. I work with people. The people I work with primarily are from Milwaukee, and they deal with stuff.
I had called my mom. Fortunately, that's was my first thought. Is like, I feel really bad for thinking this, but I had called my mom to tell her something that happened. I haven't turned that thing on in like a week and a half, so
it's all good.
Might be getting email updates. But to tell her something that happened to somebody in my family or whatever on a different side, and she told me about it. And my first thought was, aren't there always active shooters?
Yeah, but this is
Milwaukee. It's a different
situation.
It's a different. I don't know, genre.
It's one of Wisconsin's like the deadliest incident like this.
Yeah,
it's very sad, and it's I think it's kind of insane. So yeah, at least 7 people were killed in the worst shootings in Wisconsin, and one of the worst shootings in Wisconsin. At least 7 people were killed, including the gunman who died by suicide. So there we go.
Okay.
During a shooting rampage Wednesday afternoon on the Milwaukee campus of Molson Coors, according to multiple sources.
Were there were there any cans just spraying beer all over the place?
No.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. This isn't a comedic show. I don't know what to say. Like I'm sorry.
It's
soon.
Sad.
Too soon. It was and
I don't like that this happens.
No.
I don't like that happens anytime.
I don't like it either.
But since we're a beer podcast and we're in Wisconsin, we can comment on this because
it's kind of a testament to Wisconsin, though, that 7 people is one of the worst. I mean, it's bad no matter what, but yeah, it's like
I guess
it always does surprise me how, like, when I hear active shooter or whatever, I expect the numbers to be like 50s, hundreds, whatever.
Yeah.
Especially when you see like what some people go blazing around with. Like, I'm glad it's not that high, obviously, but it's just like,
yeah.
If it was, I don't know.
I mean, it's just going to be, ultimately, it's just going to lead to the same conversations that are had over and over anytime one of these situations happen. And honestly, like, what's the point of me expressing my opinion about it? Besides, I think it's fucking stupid that people feel the need to either make a statement or they're just driven to the point where they decide to open fire on innocent people, minding their own business and just murdering them. And ultimately, they
do we know that
are such cowards that they have to take they can't face their consequences they do it themselves. So I mean, I'm just saying it's the whole situation's fucked. And I wish it didn't happen in the world, and I wish it didn't happen in Wisconsin, and it wasn't anywhere. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And
I think I can get behind that.
Just get help if you're really driven to that point of madness and anger. Get some fucking help, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
So that's I guess that's what I'll say about it.
Yeah. Now that we've started the show off on the right foot, where do we go from here?
You said you had things to talk about?
We're just gonna jump in from there.
Yeah. Current events, you gotta keep it.
No, yeah, it's true. I'm sorry. If the more I think about like as you're talking about it, I'm like getting spaced out because I'm thinking about just how many things have to be going on to make that somebody do that, and why it would happen, and what could have been done to interview. I mean,
right? It's a bad situation altogether.
And like, we don't know what the reason was, obviously, but like even at the place where I work now, they last week implemented this. Like apparently all the businesses in the area of where I work implemented this new thing where and I don't know, they said it in a way when they announced it as if they got together with all the security heads of the business park or whatever in the industrial park, and they decided that when somebody gets terminated or quits, they were going to start putting a notice up. So like we got like a guy ended up quitting, or he had just started and he decided not to stay there, so he didn't come back. And the next day they put pictures on every door of him saying this person's not allowed on the premises.
We live in a world now, Rob, where
and I understand,
you kind of have to do it.
Yeah, I understand that 100%. I do. But it was just like, that's, and then look what happens a week later. It's like, it's crazy how those things.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, that doesn't, I guess the way I thought about it was more like, because when they announced it like, oh, we talked to all these other businesses in the industrial park.
Sure.
And we're going to do this now. And I was like, wait, you're going to tell other businesses when somebody quits or gets fired? There's a lot of good places to work, and that sounds like a way that people could like.
I think they just mean.
But I took it the wrong way completely, and in the aftermath, and obviously with what happened today, it's like, okay, I'm game. Put up pictures. My picture will be up there someday.
Just I think on your property though, probably not.
Yeah, that's the thing. At first, I thought it was like they're gonna notify all the company, like it's like all the main companies to work for in the area.
Yeah, it's just a directive that they're gonna take or whatever.
You got a buzz?
No. I was just seeing that you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I haven't been on in a couple of weeks. I don't remember what happened 2 weeks ago, but I got really drunk.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were drunk last Friday night.
Last Friday.
Walk us through that. What'd you do? What'd you drink? Was it on a date? How's the Facebook thing going?
No, nothing on the Facebook. Robert is not doing so well.
Have you tried?
Well, you tried for me, I thought.
Not kind of.
Was I supposed to keep doing something?
Yeah, you gotta fucking stay active on it, bro. And you gotta get a bio. How can you even edit the bio?
I put that I would watch The Aviator every day, if I could.
That's not your bio though. Isn't there like more to it, like about me type shit?
I didn't see. Like I said, I only got it 91% complete.
Give me your phone. All right,
well, let's not do this. We're not going to go down. We said we'd do this off the mic, and then you would read what you wrote for me. So we'll do that.
While you're talking, I want to glance and see what I can do.
It's all the same.
I want to change it. So you tell your stories, and
let's no. I'm putting my foot down. I don't want to do that right now.
Your feet are already down. They were never up.
Anyway, so either way, yeah, no, I haven't. Yeah, I probably look like an idiot, I guess. Now that I think about it, guy with no profile, but whatever. If you like The Aviator, maybe.
I've only seen the ending of that movie.
I used to watch it every day. But anyway, so. What were we talking about? Getting drunk last week.
You got drunk.
I decided to go over to a buddy's house from work. He's a good guy. Have dinner with
Listener
him.
of the podcast?
He does listen to the podcast.
Thanks, man. I know who you are. And I've been watching every move you make, every breath you take.
This is crazy.
Oh, okay.
His fiance listened to the podcast with him, and she was like, is his co-host from the radio?
Oh, used to be.
She remembered you from your radio days.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. So you're a well-known voice out there in the world.
I guess.
I think you could get on the next they don't make animated movies anymore. They make them all live action apparently.
Well, I could do that though.
Maybe you could get on the next Scooby-Doo or something.
Be a voice actor?
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sweet. Anyway, so you went to his house.
Yeah, they went there to eat and play some games. Bought a bottle of gin. I wasn't planning on getting that drunk, but I had a very good time. I got really drunk.
Yeah.
Like I lost the next 2 days because of being hungover. It was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have some notes. Should I read that note? Does that make sense enough to read?
No, doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense. But I made 2 notes in my Evernote. The first one is titled Ask Hake, which I'm assuming that's supposed to say something else in the person. I don't want to say his name in case he doesn't want me to.
No, right.
But I think that's a misspelled thing from being drunk, probably.
Right.
And it's just, what was it? Let me look real quick.
Do you like somebody?
Is the only reason you're with somebody because of their gender or something along those lines? I don't know why I made that note. I don't know why I'm supposed to ask that.
Are you having feelings?
I have no idea. And then the other one was hair splinters, which apparently is a thing that happens. And I plan on looking that up because
hair splinters,
splinters with hair,
or hairs with splinters.
No, I believe it was you get splinters of hair in your skin.
Huh.
I don't know where they come from.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it.
I mean, like porcupines, those
Maybe.
are technically hair splinters, right?
Yeah, I guess, man.
But yeah, no, we played some Cards Against Humanity. Didn't
that's
get
a fun
through
game.
it. Yeah, we didn't get through it.
Yep.
And I know I was told that I laid down on his couch and then I just held my glasses up in the air for somebody to take and deal with for me because that's apparently when I get drunk, I get helpless. Yeah.
So needless to say, you crashed there.
I did. Yeah.
That's a smart choice.
It was a smart choice. It was hard. Like I threw up on the way home.
Yeah.
I threw up when I got home. I threw up at his house.
Wow.
It was
lived a little.
Yeah. It was a fun night. But then because of I don't know, maybe it's because I'm in my 30s now, but I guess he's in his 20s, so he doesn't have any excuse.
Sure.
We went to bed at like 8:30 or something.
Oh, wow.
Like we drank till the late hours of 8 o'clock.
That could happen. Yeah, cool.
But it was a really good time. It was fun.
So
I did get it. Like I don't know how many drinks I had at this point. I don't think it was many, but they have a daughter who's 10, and I decided to go into some like I don't even know what you would call it, but the idea of like what reality is. And with a 10-year-old, I just decided to start talking about what's real and what's not real, and what your brain decides is real. And she took it like a champ.
yeah,
Yeah,
did well.
I think she even said something that made me. It was quite profound.
What was that?
I don't remember, but I believe I remember being impressed.
I have something I need to say, Rob, about my weekend.
All right, let's hear it.
So there was this big debate between Carissa and I about weddings. There was a little jab, from you towards me and my attitude towards weddings. All right, right?
Yep. I wouldn't say it's a jab. I just want
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
It wasn't a jab. But anyways, I'm here right now, Rob, to say that 100% I was fucking right. And I am still right that every wedding's the same and they are fucking lame. You know why, Rob?
You went to a wedding. I know this.
Face. We go to a wedding. We went to a wedding, all right? And guess what, bro? We left fucking at 7 o'clock, bro. We didn't even stick around for the dance because it was so lame. And we went to a brewery. So in your face.
So wait.
That's all I got to say.
So what'd you stay around for then?
We ate dinner.
So you stayed for the lame part, and then you think you can say you're right?
No, bro. Like it was the whole thing. It was so we ate the dinner. It was fine. The food was kind of.
You know that the vows and stuff have to be the same because that's what a wedding is.
The speech. Oh man, I don't know these people. I've never met the bride or groom. I don't know anybody in the room.
That's the best wedding to go to, man. You can be whoever you want.
Right, I'm a guest. And the people at our table couldn't have been douchier, but it is what it is. And I'm pretty sure the best man was in love with the groom because the speech was possessed the most sexual tension I've ever heard.
See, okay, you say that
it was so weird.
I know, but you say weddings are all the same. You I don't like them. Blah 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 blah. But the things that you take away from weddings, like you saw a dude sing like a sturgeon.
Urgent. It was an interpretive dance,
yeah, sturgeon. Like a sturgeon would have made more sense, maybe.
As if they were sturgeon spearing.
Yeah, I mean, you see this kind of like homoerotic sexuality between best man and groom.
And to be fair, I think I am like 98% sure on that one with the interpretive fish dance that the bride.
Yeah, exactly.
Was not.
That's interesting. Like
she realized she made a mistake.
I mean, maybe you're just not interested in that kind of people watching, I guess. But you'll take a look into the intimate moment in people's lives, and you're seeing big picture stuff,
big red flags.
Yeah.
Or for that relationship. But no, it's it was just.
By the way, I never said that you were wrong about the fact that weddings are all the same. They absolutely are.
You can backpedal as much as you want, Rob.
But
we're just highlighting that I was correct.
What I said was that you're about to get married and your mentality is maybe a little bit off.
But mine's different. My wedding will be fun and great.
Yeah, and that's what everybody says.
Dude, like with this.
And unless you do an urgent rendition, which I would love to see.
I'm not going to do that.
Because that's different.
Carissa and I, so we say hi to the bride who she knew. And then we're just like standing around.
How well did she know him?
She knows her fairly well, I would say. I don't really know.
How much did you spend on the gift?
Oh, how much did we spend on $50?
I didn't think you'd actually tell me. I thought that was a really inappropriate question for me to ask.
We just gave him $50 in a card.
Nice. Okay.
And then
so they're not gift friends. They're money in a card friends.
I feel like that's the best gift of all time. I would rather get money than gifts.
Okay.
Anytime. But so
I've never given anybody a gift for their wedding, I don't think. So don't expect much from me.
No, I don't want anything. I have all I need. I got life and I was born in the USA, baby.
I always tell people I give them an IOU, and I've never followed up on it. I'm a horrible person like that.
So we say hello to her or whatever, and I meet her. She's very nice. And then we kind of just stand there. This is post dinner. They're clearing the floor. The floor's already cleared, but you're just standing there. Where I'm just like, come on, DJ, do this. Like, get
Started.
Yeah,
raise the roof in here.
You're really, oh shit. You're really messing the vibe up, because it's people are just standing there and talking or whatever. And finally it happens, and the music, Rob. I was probably from where I'm standing now to the living room wall, the far living room wall away.
Okay,
from the speakers, and I had to talk like this so people couldn't hear me. The music.
Oh, wow. So low.
The music was so quiet, bro. Like very, very quiet. And I was just like, and the DJ he was sitting down the whole time. When he did the Grand March, you couldn't, he held the mic too close to his mouth. You couldn't understand what he was saying.
So the old DJ and you came out critiquing.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. And I was like, this is horrible. And then something happened. Now, I spoke with somebody about what happened, and they have a different opinion than I do. They thought this was a cool idea and a cool thing to do. Me, on the other hand, I think it's very narcissistic and kind of bougie. So I'd like to hear your opinion. The groom, before the first dance, he grabs the mic, he thanks everyone, and he gives a nice thank you message to everyone, which is always appreciated, I'm sure. And then he goes, when we were thinking about a first dance song, we realized there isn't one song that really represents us. So I wrote a song with my guitar teacher. We recorded it. And now I'm going to dance to myself singing with my wife. Is that weird?
That sounds like something that would play well in a romantic mood, like a romantic
but not in
comedy
real life.
Yeah, but not. That's one of those things that is really like kind of.
Rob, that's forever going to be. That's their first dance. And I mean, thankfully, if it goes bad,
I think
they'll never hear it on the radio.
I think looking back on it 20 years from now, that'll be a cool thing for them.
It was a horrible song.
Well, that sucks.
It was just not,
He'll re-record it in 10.
It is what it is.
But
every 10 years he re-records it, and then as the age goes on, it just gets slower and slower because when you get older, you kind of lose those things, speaking patterns and voices change. I don't know. It was weird. So then, we're just like kind of like looking at each other, and we're just like, hey,
what kind of song was it? Was it like deep and was it deep and like or like was it metaphorical, or was it like straight to the point? Like lyrics were very like
it's like a song that I would probably have written in 8th grade to a crush that I had.
All right. Because I can think back.
This is my opinion, Rob.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying anything. Whatever. I just think back to any time I like, and this goes back to early days, long ago, when I would do stupid things like
when you were earlier.
When I was earlier,
yeah.
When I would do things like write poems and then show them to the people I wrote them for. Always regretted it. Maybe did it twice in my life. And I can feel it in my deep down below my heart right now. I can feel how I felt after not even after we broke up. A month after the fact, I would just like go, oh, that poem. Oh, yeah. I wrote a poem and I showed it to another human being, and it kills me. It's never a good idea. Like if I was that dude's friend and he said, "What do you think about this?" I'm gonna say, because there is a song. There's a song that sums up his life better than the song that. Yeah,
of course
there's a song for every goddamn thing. So I'm gonna say that there's no song. And
it's so strong.
Yeah.
It's unlike any relationship that's ever stricken the earth.
You know how there's no good relationship songs?
Yeah.
Like there's no good songs about love. There's no songs that really quantify love. And I need something like that for my wedding. So you know what, Rob? I think I'm going to write one, and I'm going to record it with my guitar teacher.
And then I'm going to...
And then we're going to dance to it together. What do you think about that? And that's where it's like like the whole time he wants me to be going, you're right, there are no good love songs, dude. Bro, there's no good love songs, bro. You got this. You should say that before you play it. You should say there's no good songs to quantify your love, dude.
Fuck all the history of music. There's not a single one. But what do you have to say?
Dude, Mozart, he didn't know shit about love.
Right. He cut his ear off.
Yeah. For the wrong reasons. I think that's Van Gogh or
Beethoven.
No, it was an artist, I think, Van Gogh. Maybe it wasn't Mozart. It wasn't Beethoven. He was deaf.
Some motherfucker.
He didn't know you had ears, dude.
Oh, okay. But I could see it'd be a little different if both of them sang. If both of them sang on the track.
Yeah, right. Okay, that makes sense.
But it's so like this individual.
Did she know about it?
I maybe. Yeah, she must have. She must have agreed to it.
I guess. Would you ever surprise your bride with a?
Absolutely no.
Yeah.
If like okay, so say at my wedding, I wanted to sing Carissa a song, like perform a song to her. That could be a nice surprise. In no way would I record a song and then I go, this is our first dance. I'm so important, and you are so lucky to have me and my musical talent that you will dance to a song that I wrote and am performing.
See, this is where like that part of it I can't understand because
it seems narcissistic, is it not?
It does, but that's because I don't write and share music, like,
Sure.
But this is the thing, like, my brother does, and I would say he writes very good music.
He does. I would agree.
But he is, like, I've had many, many conversations with him where he goes down that path of, like, when somebody wants him to play a song or play a song he wrote, he really, like, gets in his head about whether or not it's going to come off as arrogant, whether or not it's going to come off as narcissistic, and, like, that's a battle for him. And that's, I think, and when it comes to creating anything, I feel like that's a battle, even for me. Like, I don't write music, but I definitely have written things and even doing jokes and stuff like that. Like, the idea that, like, for me doing it when I did stand up, like, it took me so long to get up on stage because it's like the idea of going, hey, I'm going to stand up here with a microphone because I think I'm funnier than you. But I really don't. You're just funny. I just wrote this joke, like, and I decided I want to see if it's funny, so I'm going to go for it.
I just think in this case it was weird.
No, I agree. It sounds weird, and like I said, that sounds like the moment from, like, High Fidelity or whatever, where he's got the boombox over his head, and it's like, in real life, that's a stalker.
Doesn't that say anything?
Yeah, that's it. I always get him. I don't know. It's John Cusack. They're all the same.
I haven't seen either of them, but I just know.
I mean, that's an iconic fucking whatever.
What song is he playing when he lifts it over his head?
I don't know. I Want You Back.
I'll be there for you.
I don't think it's that.
I don't know either.
I think it's Urgent.
Yeah. But so my philosophy on you've been to one, you've been to them all still stands. And in this case, like, it was just to the point where it's just like, all right, this is. And I
don't think that they're supposed to be different. I think you're just only supposed to go to the weddings that matter to you.
Sure.
Like, your close friends and your, like, family members that you like.
But, well, I mean, some of them can have a different vibe.
Yeah, they are all the same, though. It's an oath to say, I'm not going to cheat on you, and I'm going to...
Isn't it kind of weird? Like, it's like, oh, these people now, they chose to dedicate their lives together. Now let's dance for 4 hours.
And a lot of times, they're not even there for that part.
Isn't that kind of weird, though? Like, you just dance.
I don't know. I never danced, so...
You got to dance at my wedding. Bring it around town.
I'll have, if I'm in the wedding party, I will have to do that stupid thing.
You are in the wedding party. What stupid thing? The Grand March?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you have to.
And when you guys do your dance,
and you'll put a fucking smile on your face while you're doing it, Rob.
I'll be happy because you're my great friend, and I want to be there while you.
I'm going to give a speech, Rob.
Good.
And I got some lines written already, and they're golden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're good.
That's good.
I got some good ones, and I'm ready for them.
If yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. I'll give a speech if I come up with some golden lines.
You can. I don't give a shit who gives a speech, but
yeah, isn't there a part where anybody can get up and talk?
Maybe. Depends on who it is.
It's during the dinner, man.
Yeah.
Most places leave a microphone open. I will not get up there. I promise you. Even if I have lines, even if I have the best lines, I will not get up there and speak.
I will say the maid of honor at this wedding had some zingers. And it was...
You already know them? No, at this one that you went to. I was like, wait, your maid of honor for your guys' wedding submitted her zingers in advance?
I had to proofread it. But no, she had some zingers, and it was pretty funny. So I appreciated that.
There's nothing for you up there, Phil.
But the best man clearly was in love with the groom. 100%. No doubt in my mind. So, yeah. Well, to sum that all up, Rob, I'm right.
Okay.
Not only am I Mr. Right for Carissa, I'm Mr. Always Right for the world.
Yep, and they're narcissistic. But okay.
Yeah. Right. They are, but I'm not.
No, I'll give you that. I mean, all weddings are the same. I just think that your mentality going into it was a little bit off.
Yeah,
you were thinking about it like it was work because you've blurred the lines, man. You can't blur the lines in life.
Unless you're Robin Thicke.
Okay, yeah.
You know that song?
No, but
Blurred Lines.
Robin Thicke?
Yeah, Alan Thicke's son.
Oh, I was thinking Alan Thicke for sure, dude.
Alan Thicke is dead. Thanks for bringing it up.
Doesn't mean he couldn't have had songs back in the day.
I'm pretty sure he sang and had some albums, but it's a sensitive topic. He died. I think he was ice skating with his son, his younger son, and now he's dead. He played
Growing Pains, right?
Yeah, what was his name in Growing Pains? Was it Alan?
Probably. I don't know.
Some shit like that. Mike Seaver. That's Kurt Cameron.
Yeah,
now he's
Cameron.
the ringleader of a crazy cult in Hollywood.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Is it easy to get into?
When I was in Hollywood, they were there handing out dollars, ringing people in. And then they told your brother Ryan how horrible of a person he is, but they gave him $5 to do it.
Cool.
That's pretty nice. I'll get ridiculed for $5.
Yeah.
If somebody paid you, like, how much money would it take you to just get people not roasting, not like, these are funny jabs, like just ridicule you for 20 minutes to the point where you might cry, and like you might look at life differently. How much money?
Honestly,
I mean, I'd take $10.
it wouldn't be that much, man. I feel like I've gone through kind of that already. So
Yeah, I went through it for free not that long ago.
Yeah, some people pay people to do that to them.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess I was getting paid. Boy, that was a bad day.
You want to get into it?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah. So other than that, Rob, what's happening?
I got a tooth pulled.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
It hurt.
So you just pulled it out?
Yep.
Okay.
No, it was pretty bad, man. I have bad teeth. I have a plan. It doesn't involve keeping my teeth.
A dental plan?
Yeah.
Like you have a dental plan, but then you also have a dental plan.
Yeah, I have a plan for the future because my teeth are like crooked and whatever, and they're hard to maintain because it's gotten to the point now where when I was younger there were so many and too many, and they were so like compacted and whatever. Like nothing I did mattered to keep them healthy. Like I couldn't brush them properly. I couldn't floss properly. Not that I flossed properly anyway, but I did floss for a long time. It didn't matter. And so like they started, like I literally had a couple teeth on my top, like explode. Like they just popped apart because of the pressure.
Yeah.
And so once I hit a certain point, I like made the decision, like this doesn't mean I don't take care of my teeth now, but as they go,
don't add this on your Facebook profile.
Well, this is something I think people need to know. Like,
okay,
I don't want. That's my
wait
biggest.
Till like your second date or something. Rob.
That's my biggest problem, though. Is like, it's like I don't want. I don't know. I have bad teeth. What can I say? I was born with bad teeth, and I didn't get braces when I was young. I don't want to have braces when I'm 40.
That's what your bio should be. What can I say? I was born with bad teeth. I'll watch The Aviator every day.
I like that. That addresses all the issues I have with dating. I think right there.
Really?
Yeah.
You watch The Aviator every day?
I could go into a first date with full-on confidence if that was my first line in my bio.
There you go.
But yeah, so like
big dick though. Say something like that.
Big roots, big dick though.
There you go. There it is. Oh.
But yeah, so I was banking 5 years ago or 10 years ago on, I guess I can't say 10 years ago because I was still hoping to get braces 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But 5 years ago, like I was just banking on the fact that that stuff was good, like medical advances in dental whatever was going to get better, and it has. And now you can get like
veneers.
You can get stuff like implanted into your jaw, so you basically have teeth, but you can just pop them out and like one at a time. And that's I talked to my last dentist about going down that plan, and now I have a different dental plan, so I had to start it up with a different dentist. But personally, making that decision made me feel a lot better about my future. Because that's something that's always been a big issue for me is my smile and my teeth, and so like now as things progressively get, like there's just nothing I can do. They're to a point where I was so obsessive about cleaning my teeth that I cleaned them to the point where I was using I was like using dental tools and shit, and because I have no dental training, I just scraped like all the protective coating off of my teeth, and now they they're unprotected it's bad, you know, like, and I don't think they necessarily look the worst. They don't look as good as they did, obviously, because I messed them up, but that's just, you know, coming up with that plan. All I can say is if you're a parent and your kid needs braces, get them fucking braces because it will ruin their life. If they have really bad teeth, like, it fucks you up, like, bad.
And don't say you're going to get them braces, then don't.
Yeah.
Like when you graduate high school.
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe you remember that shit. Holy fuck. Yeah, yeah. Don't do that for sure. Especially if you want them to, I don't know, anything to you, towards you, but
yeah.
Let's get off this subject. That's the most I've ever talked about that, I think, without feeling bad about myself.
The worst part about the dentist for me is the scraping. I hate it.
I have no qualms about dentists. Like, I love it. I always looked at dentists as like fucking superheroes, man, because they could fix me, you know, like,
right.
And I wanted to go there, but I just never got to as a kid. And now I'm just an irresponsible adult, so I don't make the appointments when I should.
I don't think I've missed a dentist appointment in 15 years.
Touche.
I've gone consistently. Yeah.
Still going do you still do the BioLife?
I haven't.
It's good.
Why?
I can just see color in your cheeks, you know? You need that plasma.
Need that plasma.
It's your life force.
I got a wedding to pay for, so I might have to start donating plasma soon.
Yeah. So, speaking of needles, man, that dentist that I went to, he gave me no, like, 3, 2, 1, no, hey, I'm about to shoot you up in the mouth. Like,
yep.
He just fucking, like...
Oh, because, you got torn out.
He just fucking, like, went...
So are you allowed...
It hurt, man. It was...
and you don't have the answers if you don't want to, but
painkillers.
Yeah, what
I told him right up front, no painkillers.
Okay.
Like, I told him about my history. I told him, like, I tell doctors all that shit.
Yeah,
I think that's an important part of recovery, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to hide that stuff, and I figure the more if I tell doctors, then there's not going to be, like, you know. I don't know. I do feel more responsible when I tell doctors that, and it makes me feel better.
You never had a drinking problem, right?
No.
Just different other things.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because isn't it normally like with people like in recovery, it's predominantly people like are advised to stay away from everything?
Oh yeah. I'm not supposed to drink.
Oh, you're not?
No. But I've when I went through like rehab and was talking to and I still talk to certain people and I talk to my counselor and stuff, and I explained to them what this is, and I explained to them because I don't like drinking, and it's not like, as long as I feel comfortable with it, I can do it.
And you don't have a problem with it though either. Like, you're responsible with it.
That's not even the thing. Like, it's not about that necessarily as much as it's when you inhibit your ability to think properly.
Oh, that makes sense. You could lead to something else.
If I was in especially going to like bars and stuff, like,
right.
If you run into, and I've had this happen, you run into somebody you used to know.
Yeah.
You're drinking. They go, hey, I've got this. Do you want some? And you've like messed up your senses,
sure.
And and you go, oh yeah, and then that's the worst possible time to relapse is because you're drinking, and those two things do not go well together, and that's how you OD and die. So
I guess that makes sense.
So I do avoid the bars for sure, unless I'm with people I trust and they know.
Yeah. You trust me in a bar?
Yeah. I've gone to a bar with you. Brewery bar.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's a little bit different because it's not in like the heart of Fond du Lac.
Right.
But honestly, I've seen people that I used to know from those days, and I like cover my face and walk the other way. I don't want to talk to them.
Good. Well, that's good. See?
Yeah. You know,
now you're a full functioning adult, and
yep, I'm still on that path of feeling. I think we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Like, I still have this like weird adultness feeling, and it's weird. It's still going on.
Yeah.
It hasn't become normal yet, but
you had to give me some adult wisdom on what was going on with my sewer pipe in my basement.
Okay, I'm glad you brought this up because I was afraid that I told you some bad information.
No, you didn't.
But I feel like I gave you two options, and it was one of the options.
Right.
That was wrong, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
The only thing that boggles my mind on that is it was a root, right? In your
roots.
Well, why don't you explain what was going on so that they know what we're talking about?
I have in my laundry room, sealed cement or whatever. There's a sewage drain pipe. Like, that's just where the water from my washer goes. And we got home after being gone all day, and there was just like fucking like 6 gallons of water in that area. I was like, what the hell? So I thought it was just clogged. Like, I thought like some lint from the whatever clogged the grate or whatever.
So it's just your laundry water. That's what you thought initially.
Yeah, kind of. And then I bought a shop vac, sucked all the water up, and then it just kept filling. It kept filling and filling and filling. I was like, what the fuck? You know, so I bought like a snake. I bought all this shit, and none of it helped because, whatever. I called you because I was like, you kind of have knowledge on this type of stuff. And that day, it was really warm out, so there was a lot of snow melting fast. And the last time that happened, last year, fucking streets flooded. Half the city flooded because there was all these ice shoves creating a dam in the river, and the river just was running wild and flooded the city.
Yep.
So I was like, this could be just a much smaller scale version of that, which you explained to me, and then you said it's either that or you have like, if you have trees in your front yard, it could be tree roots, which is ultimately what it was. Tree roots.
Yep.
The thing that annoyed me,
surprising that it happened now. Maybe this is when it happens. I don't know, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah. It just got to the point where they grew a little bit more and fucking clogged it. But the guy that came and did it he chopped it all up or whatever and everything's fine, but he like left the roots just sitting on my floor. There's shit all over the place. I was like, well, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, definitely. Not professional.
So I bleached it once. I'm going to bleach it again, and then need to
Well, the big thing that the big thing that threw me about what was going on was the fact that you vacuumed up that water and it came back, but you didn't use any water.
Right. Oh, and then like when I flushed the toilet, more water did.
And that made sense even like with option 1 that I gave you or whatever. But it really doesn't make sense to me where that water came from, how it came back. Like, because you were getting like 6 gallons of water, you pump it out, and then it would show back up, and it would stop at 6 gallons.
Right.
I understand why it stops at 6 gallons. I don't understand where that water came from.
It could have been, part of it could have been because the snow was melting.
I don't think so.
I don't fucking know.
It just, no, because like, okay, I don't know if
this is boring homeowner talk.
No, it's not. Maybe it's not to me. Yeah, you're right. It is. I'm interested in it because I went to school for water treatment and wastewater treatment, so I know how the systems work.
Yeah.
And
you had some good information.
And if you couldn't tell, I kept you on the phone for probably way too long. I don't get to use that information enough.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed going to school for that.
Do you think like foot doctors like get kicks out of that when they're just like, oh, I got a thing in my
They're like
foot.
looking for people with their socks off so that they can bring it up in normal conversation.
Well, that's a bunion. Yeah. Let me tell you the origins and the history of bunions.
Yeah. Your psychosomatic metatarsal toeish thing sticks out further than most people's. You want to know why that is?
Well, you see, when this happened. But no, we got taken care of. It's a little weekend project I got to do. There's sealant in the basement, but I don't know how old it is. I got a ton of paint and shit that was just left in my basement.
You got white paint?
Yeah, I got white paint.
I need to paint my apartment.
I got white, like not that much, but I got some.
That's not gonna work.
Okay. You have to paint it yourself?
I want to because I smoked in there.
Yeah.
And I want to paint it and then quit smoking in there. So
Are you moving?
no, but I just don't like the fact that I smoke in my apartment.
Any weird shit going on in your apartment yet?
Actually, stuff has been happening a little bit more again.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of this time of the year, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's like the other day, like me and David were playing video games together. Like so he's in the living room, I'm in the bedroom.
Oh, yes.
And
sure.
and we were on the headsets
Yeah.
playing the same game in a party together. And I heard him say something over the headset as if I was out there or something.
Yeah.
And like the lights turned on in the kitchen, and he thought I had walked through and gone to the kitchen, but then he's like, "Oh, you're still shooting your gun on this Division 2 is what we were playing." So like, which is, you know, in the there is really no
the
air.
kitchen light turned on?
Yeah, the kitchen light actually like flipped on by itself,
And nobody was in there.
and nobody was in there. Yeah, and then they're just, you know, the other thing is this is really actually kind
The
of
fact
weird.
that you can go to sleep every night and it was with like this in the back of your mind is beyond me.
Well, and that's nothing comparatively. I've heard a woman screaming in my closet when I'm trying to go to sleep in my ear, like faint but loud. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. But
Yeah. You think you ever hear like farts that aren't yours?
no, but that would be interesting.
Ghost farts?
I've smelled some things. I don't know where they come from.
Well, you're yeah.
silent but deadly. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, no, this is if anybody who's listened from back when
Your first episode.
Haunted Apartment, the first episode, and followed kind of this trajectory of the story or whatever. Because back then I actually was doing things like I saged, I put up blessed charms or whatever, like these protective charms that were blessed by priests. That was not good. Things got really bad when I had those things up. And
Really?
Yeah. Those,
Why is that?
well, I've heard different theories on that. But there was a while when I was actually worried because things were getting really physical. Like, because I had no issues when I first moved in there, and then Jenny moved in, and things got a little worse when she was there for a little while. And then they got better when she, like, not better like they
Well,
went.
your life got better when she left.
And I don't mean better like they went. Yeah, that's true. It is. I would say 3 months after she left, I got better because I came to terms with some things. But when I say things got better after she left, I don't mean they stopped happening. I mean things got benevolent again. Like,
Sure.
It was like rhythmic. Like, seriously, I used to like hear this like tapping, this rhythmic tapping that would start when I had my bed. My bed is in my closet right now, so I sleep in the closet. But
Some people don't like living that way.
I know, but you know, it works for me.
Okay.
But I used to sleep in the bedroom and have my closet is just a big walk-in closet.
Right.
And but I wanted to have a living room when David moved in, so I turned my bedroom into the living room, put my bed in the closet. But when I had my bed in my bedroom, I would hear it. It would start in the closet, and it would literally work its way around. I could hear it in the closet, and then hear it on the wall, then hear it on the wall next to my bed, then hear it on the lampshade, then hear it right above my head. And it was like this rhythmic tapping, and eventually it would put me to sleep. Same thing with the bed swaying back and forth, like this. Like, it at first it freaks you out, but if you just learn to live with it, and it actually becomes nice.
Have you ever talked to it?
Oh yeah, I used to all the time. Well,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Before Jenny, I would enter the apartment and go, "Hey, I'm here." I would actually announce myself, and like I would just kind of whatever narrate what I'm doing, and
would it kill you to have a home cooked meal on the table when I get in?
And you know this toilet paper roll thing. You throw that away and put a new toilet.
Stop cutting holes in my sheet.
It's not going to kill you.
I know you're here. You don't need to dress like a ghost.
But, so like those kind of things, I don't mind that kind of stuff.
Sure.
There were the things like the rushing up behind me and like I was getting this like really dreadful feeling when I would wash my face in the bathroom sink and knocking on the bathroom door like when I was taking a shower like or whatever. Because that would really like I would hear it and I would think that somebody was knocking on the door and it really was messing me up for a while.
Yeah.
And then I started I'd start the shower. I think I talked about all this.
Yeah, you did.
Either way, so like if you've listened to any of that, you know that the closet doors are a big thing that it always like I have sliding closet doors and they make noise as the house as like the seasons change and things. And I know those noises, but like when you push on them, they're like this cheap veneer stuff that kind of pops and it makes this loud noise. And that would always be happening. Well, I took 2 of those closet doors off. So one closet is just like a cubby now. Mm-hmm. And those closet doors are leaning up against a wall. And those are making that noise. So like they're not in a slot. They're just leaned up against a wall. And now they're making the noise as if like they were.
Sure.
So there's some weird stuff. It hadn't been happening for a while. Nothing weird had happened or I didn't notice it. Because things could be happening and I'm not noticing it. I don't know. But
crazy.
So either way, yeah, there is some stuff going on again.
All right.
Are we at the end?
Yeah, I'm tired, man.
Are we beyond the end?
No, we're at 56. Okay. Pretty good. Well,
we should announce a Strange Brew so that we force ourselves to have to do the research.
I want to do one on the Men in Black.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all about that. That's cool. Yeah.
So we'll research that and then and not like the
movie,
not the Marvel,
Will Smith.
Not all that stuff, like the legit.
There are real Men in Black, yeah.
Yeah. I wanna look into that, and I saw an interesting video on it that I think was fake, but then it kind of just like made me think. I was like,
if you go down that wormhole,
yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of like people that have paranormal or alien experiences actually have experiences with the Men in Black. Now, when I'm going to say this right now, I will research the time frame because this is the thing that I've always been kind of like I've looked in it like what I've heard. I haven't looked into it, but what I've heard and like is like okay, there are real Men in Black and they coincide with the things that you think that they would, but the timing. When did the Men in Black? When did people start and like going? Oh, I saw these Men in Black. They did weird things. Da 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 da.
Right.
Did it coincide with? There was something before the movie that kind of put that on the map in terms of it being a thing. And I want to know if it was that news story or that TV show or whatever that made people start talking about it, or if it predates that, because that's interesting to me.
Wow.
So that's what I'm going to look into.
All this and more on the next Dudes with Brews on a Porch. Please subscribe with us on iTunes, Google Play, and all those other applications. Follow us on Twitter at Dudes on a Porch. Email us with all your inquiries and other things you have to say. dudesonaporch@gmail.com. My name is Drew. His name is Rob. And thanks for hanging out. Rob, we drank $60 Nachos, a double IPA from Ohio. How do you feel about this beverage?
I liked it. It was good for an IPA.
I liked it as well. And
is this her?
Yeah.
She can't get in, can she?
Oh, probably not.
I was over to the side.
Piece of shit. Which side are you on?
On this side?
Yep.
That's her side?
Now it is.
Oh.
There's a big thing about it.
Okay, well, you on the show. I drank it. I'm going to go move my car.
Bye.
Pew pew audio. Goodbye, everyone.